Everyone has someone that's important to him or her. The person who's important to me is my husband's grandmother, Marie Fry. She's 84 years old, and you would have never known that she had 15 children. That has now led to 68 grandchildren and 75 great-grandchildren, with 6 on the way. And yes, with a family this big, she's very close with every one of them. She's extremely devoted to her religion, and Marie has taught me so much about life within the 9 years I've lived in Ohio. She amazes me with her wisdom, her personality, and her presence. Her wisdom alone amazes me. She has been very informative, especially with the Catholic religion. She taught and she has shown me what the Catholic faith is all about. Also, even though she is a devoted Catholic, I have learned from her actions how to treat others equal to her, no matter what their race or their religion might be. I've been amazed at how devoted she is to her faith. She goes to church every single day, and that alone surprises me. That just shows me how important her faith is to her. I think it's all her praying that has kept her family real close and real together. Marie has a personality that is beautiful. She is such a caring person. She's given me a place to live when I first moved to Ohio, and I felt so welcomed in her home. I was so welcome that I can remember times that I'd be running late for work, and she would hand me a cookie and a hot chocolate just to make sure I didn't go without breakfast. Can't get over how hard her work ethic is. When she was younger, she worked as a homemaker and helped her husband at their lumberyard business. In her older years, I watched as she took care of her husband day and night until he passed. They were the perfect example of a marriage when it comes to in sickness and in health, and until death do us part. Today, I even chuckle when I see her, this 84-year-old grandmother, on this great big tractor mowing her yard, or when she's working in the gardens all day long, or whatever manual work you would think a 40-year-old woman would do, because that's the type of work she does. She's definitely not someone you want to tell that she's not able to do it, because she'll find a way to do it. At the holidays, we all go together to celebrate. Even though we might not get to talk with every family member, I've noticed all her grandchildren, children, great-grandchildren in their attempt to make sure they try to talk to her. And each time she sits there and tries to talk to each child there is. I will invite her to my children's birthday parties, and knowing how big the family is, I will always end the conversation with, if you can't make it, I understand. So somehow she still tries to make it to almost all my children's birthday parties. I don't know how she does, but that even if it means to come late after already going to another birthday party before that, earlier that day. She has a presence that's always warming. My children love visiting with her, and they all get excited when they see her. She's always a good listener, and when is needed, she will give you good advice. When she's asked how did she raise 15 healthy, hardworking, and successful children, her response is always so humble and gives all her thanks to God. Just seeing how she carries herself, it's just something I want to strive to do, carry myself just like she does. She has taught me so many life lessons, and yet she continues to teach me every day with her wise wisdom, her loving personality, and her warm presence.